Yo, welcome to Hot Takes with Cheddar Chaz, but there's no hand holding. We deal with fashion and emotion. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Hotter Show and Boo Crew Media. Today's show is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, Topo Chico, and New York Life. Thank you guys for supporting the show and being a part of the movement we have going on. The Pelicans are streaking, doing their thing, 3-game win streak. Hopefully Zion returns Friday. We can push it to 4 games and even further than that. Why stop at 4? Let's push it to 5, 6, 7, 8 games. We have the talent to do so. We are capable. Now, today is a show I've been meaning to do for a while. I want to talk about this front office's hits and misses. Hits and misses. I think too often we put a lot of the blame and maybe praise on Griff. I think Griff is used as like he is the face of the front office at this point, but I think, there's a little bit of blame and celebration to go around. So today I want to cover, this front office's hits and misses during their tenure. And I'm going to get right into it. Pause. Okay. All right. You got drafting Jackson Hayes over Darius Garland. Okay. So the thinking here, I understand. It was rumored that Griff wanted to go after Miles Turner with that number 4 pick. You know what I'm saying? I think many of us would have celebrated that move, but he was able to, of course, that move didn't materialize. So he was able to move Solomon Hill's contract and pick up a second. And that second round pick became Herb Jones. Does him drafting Herb Jones and moving Solomon Hill's contract equal drafting Darius Garland in this situation? Do those things kind of offset one another? I don't know, because Darius Garland is really good. He's really good. And to make matters worse, we ended up drafting Jackson Hayes, who looks like his tenure with the New Orleans Pelicans is over. So you got that one. I got that as a con. Drafting Nickeil Alexander-Walker, nothing else needs to be said. That was a con. Drafting Kyra Lewis over Sadiq Bey and Tyrese Maxey. Huge miss there, man. Huge miss there. Huge miss. Asset management and trading for Derek Favors and Steven Adams. The Derek Favors year was tumultuous. Of course, I believe he lost his mom. He suffered, with a back injury. Kind of, in my opinion, it looked like he kind of just quit on the season. That's very easy to do after you lose a parent. Then you had the bubble, and somebody stole his birthday cake. But I felt like trading for Derek Favors alone was okay. Like that's not an issue. When you double down and then you go get the same type of center in Steven Adams, to me, that's where the problem occurs. Because now you're making me question your asset management and how you view, the center position. I'm not a big fan of traditional centers moving forward. I think that position is dying, right? Then you got not trading Drew Holiday as soon as you traded Anthony Davis, or at least going into that offseason, because that draft, is looking pretty good in hindsight. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with the Bucks' future, but I think holding on to Drew Holiday may have played a role into not drafting Darius Garland or addressing the guard position. Drew Holiday was never going to be an MVP caliber player candidate. I thought that was some hopefulness on Griff's part. And to his credit, he gave Drew the chance to seize the mantle, and Drew, he couldn't do it. Drew was a great human being, but I thought he should have moved Drew. Garrett Temple's extension. I didn't understand the science behind that. I guess if you want to view the last year of Garrett Temple's contract as an expiring $5 million, I'm sorry, it's non-guaranteed, so it's like a fake year. And you can use that as, he's virtually an expiring contract this year, but that roster spot, it came back to, bite him in the ass. We're kind of paying for that now. Not trading Lonzo at peak value when it became clear we weren't resigning him. I think you should have traded Lonzo probably immediately after the bubble. I think everyone would have gave, him a pass for the bubble. But I think going into that following year, you should have traded Lonzo immediately, because it was apparent that we didn't view Lonzo as the point guard of the future on this team. So you should have traded him So, a team who did, you may have gotten, a better value for him versus Tomas Satoransky, who I guess turned into CJ and Garrett Temple, Underestimating free agents not wanting to come to New Orleans. I don't believe Chris Paul or what's his name, Kyle Lowry ever seriously considered coming to New Orleans. Thankfully, Kyle Lowry didn't. Kyle Lowry is terrible right now. I think, front office may have underestimated that a bit. There are only so many marquee locations. You got a franchise that doesn't have a history of success. You're going to kind of run into some hiccups with recruiting. I mean, I guess you've seen that lately, be it Malik Monk or what's my man, Tim Hardaway Jr. A couple guys kind of turned their nose up at the franchise, but hey, it's their loss, right? I don't blame the Stan Van Gundy hire on Griff necessarily. And I say that because the climate at the time, no fans, the NBA is kind of in disarray. You kind of wanted a general, type guy to lead the team at that time. Stan Van Gundy did fit that mold. He just kind of put a lot of people off, Brandon especially. Josh Hart, you heard about him and his feelings during that tenure. But that's enough beating up on Griff. I do think Griff has done some good things. Griff and Trajan have done some good things. There's a couple things I left off, like Nicola Melli, Didi, stuff like that. You can't win them all, right? You can't win them all. But let's go to the good things. All right. Drafting Herb Jones, scouting and drafting Herb Jones. Herb Jones, home run pick. Home run. Drafting Jose. Or I don't believe, Jose wasn't drafted. Bringing Jose in and signing Jose, giving him an opportunity to play and signing Jose. Home run. Trading down and drafting Trey Murphy. Another home run. The CJ trade. I believe the CJ trade was a home run. The way he was able to reuse that Bucks pick, I believe it was, and, use the same pick twice. I think that was genius. Home run trade, right? The protections on the Bucks pick, as I just noted, I think that was ingenious how he was able to manipulate that. The CJ and Larry extensions, I believe it was really good how he was able to do 2-year extensions instead of 3. I think that gave the franchise some breathing room in the event that you see these guys start to decline. The NBA season is heating up and there's still so many unknowns. When I'm looking to get in on the action, I bet with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can bet just $5 pregame money line on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. Check this out. Right now, everyone can earn up to 100% boost with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, place the same-game parlay, and combine multiple bets like which team will win, team rebounds, and more. The more legs you add, the bigger the boost, the bigger your shot to win big. Download the app now, sign up with code BOOT, place a $5 pregame moneyline bet on any NBA team to win their first game, and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's code BOOT, only at DraftKings Sportsbook app. Yo, so that's been today's show. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Let me know what you guys think. Are there some moves I missed? What are some more pros and cons from this front office's tenure? I'm out.